Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 2 math. You can find all the lessons on abliststudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab, scroll down to grade 2 math, and then click on view all lessons. There you can find chapters. We're going to start with the chapter. Comparing and ordering. The lessons we're going to cover today are comparing numbers up to 100, comparing numbers up to 1000, put numbers up to 100 in order, greatest and least word problems up to 100. So please make sure you have your notebook and pens so that you can note down the important tables and definitions as well. Here I am writing math chapter we are on right now is comparing and ordering. Let's just start with the first lesson. That is numbers up to 100. Select the words which make this statement to be 94 and 37. So when counting, which number comes first? So when counting, we have 94 is 94 comes after 37, right? So when a number comes after the other number, that means that is the greater than the other, right? When counting, 94 comes after 37. So that means 94 is greater than 37. Let's quickly test questions. Select the words which the statement true. 29. 29 is equal to 29. Option number 3 is the correct option. Yes, 29 is equal to 29. Select which make the statement true. 93 and 65. So when counting, 93 comes after 65, isn't it? So that means 93 is greater than 65. 93 is greater than 65. Option number 3 is the correct. Select the words which make the statement true. 39 and 3. So which is the correct option? So when counting, 33 comes after 3. 39 comes after 3. That means 39 is greater than 3. Option number 3 is the correct option. 39 is greater than 3. Option number 3 is the correct option. Select the words which make this statement true. 26, when counting 26 comes before 28, right? That means 26 is less than 28. The correct option is less than 26 is less than 28. Select the words which make the statement true. 59 and 61. Fifty-nine is less than 68. Option number 2 is the correct option. Select the words which make this statement true. 42 is greater than 22. 42 is greater than 22. Option number 3 is the correct option. Select the words which make the statement true. 13 is less than 14. The correct option is less. Option number 2 is the correct option. Which select the words which make the statement true. 30 and 31. Thirty is less than 31. Option number 2 is the correct option. 30 is less than 31. Option number 2 is the correct option. Select the words which make the statement true. 96 is equal to 96. Both the numbers are exactly equal. They are equal. 96. Select the words which make the statement true. That is 8 is equal to 8. Option number 1 is the correct option. Select the words which make the statement to 27 and 28. So which is the correct option? 27 is less than 28. Option number 3 is the correct option. Select the words which make the statement to 59 and 57. 59 is less than 57. Option number 3 is the correct option. Okay, today let me just move on to the next lesson. The next lesson is comparing numbers up to 1000. Let's just start with the lesson. Which words make the statement to 643 and 641? You have to compare these two numbers. So how do you compare? Both of the numbers are three-digit numbers, right? And they have the same digits. Both of the numbers have are three-digit numbers. Just start with the greatest 1, 10, 100, 6, 4, 3, 6, 4, 1. Start with the greatest place value. That is 100. Both the numbers are exactly equal at the hundreds place. So now go to the 10th place. Again, they both are exactly equal. Now look at the digits that are the ones position. Here we have 3, here we have 1. So 3 is greater than 1. That means 643 is greater than 641. That is 643. Okay, let's just start with the test bits. Which words make the statement true? 1, 10, and 100, 438, 450. So just start with the 100 digit. They both are exactly equal. Now add the 10 digit, 3 and 5. 3 is less than 5. So that means 438 is less than 458. The correct option is 438 is less than 458. Option number 2 is the correct option, less than it is. Which words make the statement true? 540, you have to compare it to 540. So no one is asking why. The correct option is they both are exactly equal. 540 is equal to 540. Which words make the story 159 and 158? So which is the correct option? 159 is greater than 158. Which words make the statement to 253 and 252? So which is the correct option? The correct option is 253 is greater than 252. Option number 3 is the correct option. So 442 is greater than 441. Option number 1 is the correct option. Which words make the statement true? They both are exactly equal. 994 is equal to 990. 643 is greater than 641. Option number 1 is the correct option. Which words make the statement to 249 and 248? 249 is greater than 248. Option number 1 is the correct option. Which words make the statement to 520 is equal to 520? Option number 3 is the correct option. Which words make the statement to 209 and 884? So which is the correct option? 209 is less than 884. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself with it today. Let me just move on to the next lesson. The next lesson is put numbers up to 100 in order. So now we are going to learn how to arrange the numbers like in descending order and in descending order, like from least to greatest and from greatest to least. Put these numbers in order from least to greatest. From least to greatest means the first one would be the smallest number, right? The numbers are getting greater and greater. The last one is the greatest among all the numbers. So look at the first example. Put these numbers in order from least to greatest 24, 97, and 21. We need to write the least one. The first number would be the smallest one. So 24, 97, 21. 9 is greater. So just look at 24 and 91. The tens digit is same. When you look at the ones digits, the 1 is smaller than 4. That means the first one would be 21. Then you have 24. And then the last one would be 97. Let's just start with the test questions. Put these numbers in order from greatest to least. So greatest to least, you need to write the greatest one first, right? So just look at their ones digit, their tens digit. That is 4, 7, and 6. So 7 is the greatest. So first one is 70, then 64, and then 43. Option number 3 is the correct option. That is 70, 64, and 40. Option number 3 is the correct option. Put these numbers in order from least to greatest. The numbers are 24, 97, and 21. So which is the correct option? That's the one we did on the tutorial, right? The least one is 21, then 24, and 97. So option number 3 is the correct option, 21, 24, and 97. Put these numbers in order from least to greatest, so which is the correct option? The least one is 76. That would be 76, 83, and 84. That is 76, 83, and 84. Option number 1 is option. That is 76, 83, and 84. Option number 1 is the correct option. Put these numbers in order from greatest to least. From greatest to least. So 36 is the greatest, then you have 33, and then you have 33 because they all have the same tens digit, their one digit. You have to look at their one digit. So 6 is the greatest, then 3, and then 2. So option number 3 is the correct option. Put these numbers in order from least to greatest. From least to greatest. That is 15, 17, and 54. The correct option is option number 2, that is 15, 17, 54. Option. Option number 2 is the correct option. Put these numbers in order from greatest to least, so which is the correct option? 98, 88, and 85. Option number 2 is the correct option. Put these numbers in order from greatest to least. From greatest to least. Seventy-three, 48, and 23. Option number 2 is the correct option. 73, 48, and 23. Option number 2 is the correct option. Put these numbers in order from least to greatest. From least to greatest. That is 30, 91, and 95. So option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So let me just move on to next. The next lesson is greatest and least word problems up to 100. Kira's classmate revealed how many science articles they read. Who read the most science articles? The most science articles. So the greatest number is 87. So that means Pira corresponds to 87. Let's just start with the test questions. Kenneth looked over his calendar to see how many times he had soccer practice each month. In which month did Kenneth have the most soccer practices? The correct option. The most soccer practices. That is 28. That means in July they had the most soccer practices. The correct option is July. The gym teacher wrote down how many tennis balls his students hit in half an hour. Which student hit the fewest tennis balls? Fewest, so we need to find the smallest number. That is 90. Now the correct option is last one, that is Dina. The city recorded how many fire hydrants there are on each street. Which street has the fewest fire hydrants? So which is the correct option? The fewest. That is 12. Pine Street option. The last one is the correct option. That is Pine Street. The last one is the correct option. Stucky tracked how many laps she ran in the past 4 days. On which day did Stucky run the most laps? The most laps. That is 59. Wednesday, it is the correct option. Rosalinda. A hardware store monitored how many hammers it sold in the last 4 days. On which day did the store sell the most hammers? So, which is the correct option? The most. So, that is Sunday. Option number one is the correct option. Do not look at his calendar to figure out how much time he spent babysitting each month. In which month did Ronald babysit the most? That is 69 January. It is option number 3 is the correct option. Cable company analyst paid attention to how many new customers it had each day. On which day did the cable company have the fewest new customers? That is 70. The fewest one is Friday. The correct option is Friday. Maggie graphed the daily low temperature for 4 days. Which day did the lowest temperature? Which day had the lowest temperature? Lowest. So the correct option is Tuesday. Option number 3 is the correct option. So science class reported how many states each student has visited. Who has visited the most states? Most. So 39, that means Megan. The correct option is Megan. The last option is the correct option. An environmental agency examined how many trees were planted by different organizations. Which organization planted the most trees? So which is the correct option? Option number 2 is the correct option, that is planted. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we'll be working on grade 2 math. Chapter 2 we're working on is comparing and ordering. The lessons we are comparing numbers up to 100, comparing numbers up to 1000, put numbers up to 100 in order, greatest and least word problems up to 100. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lesson. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you. Or either you can write down the question in the chat box and here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have. So please write down the question chat box. I'm here to answer all. No. Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.